Alright, cam adjusters. Today it's Monday, 6th of June, okay, 22, obviously. Let me start like this. All the cam adjusters, they have a rate of leak, okay, all of them. If you get an old one, if you get a BMW, if you get an M157, if you get, I have an M156, no, I have only the inner of the M156, the other one, it's somewhere there. Yeah, okay, I don't remember where I put it. I have it down there. Let me bring also the M156. Okay, M156, M157, N63, S63 BMW, this from M104, this from Golf, for example. All of them, they have a rate of leak, but it has to be within a range to be able to operate the cam adjuster. If it's leaking crazy, if I drill one hole, it will never gonna hold the pressure inside. Now, there are some cases that it's getting the oil pressure. Let us say for the M156, there is a different oil gallery to lubricate, to have a lubrication on the camshaft, on the lobes, not on the lobes, on the journal here, and different M157 that it's sharing the same. That means this hole here, it supply oil pressure to the cam adjuster, alright? Supply oil pressure to the cam adjuster, but it's also responsible to give a lubrication to the rest of the camshaft. Alright, and you have after that this solenoid, that's mechanical solenoid that's been actuated from the actuator, the electric actuator. That it's like, how to explain to you now that this, when it's pushing it full, it's opening different path. When it's fully out, it has a different path. And this is always make adjustments. It's always alive. Alright, as soon as running the engine. From what I have seen up to now. Same thing for the M156. That means if I get a diagnostic, I think I have a recording. I have recorded that before. Usually when I'm repairing cam adjuster, like I said in the last video, I make some tests for me to understand what's going on. If it spins okay, the inner part of the cam adjuster to don't bites anywhere, let us say, the rate of leak. This I'm doing it off camera. Alright. And it's not, I didn't do that yesterday, let us say, years now. And it's working. I never had any problem. I was never have any problem, let us say, closing one cam adjuster, installing on the car, and then I said, you know what, I have to open it again. Nope, never. Since it's working, the test what I'm doing, and it didn't fail to me at least up to now, I'm gonna continue doing that. For some people that don't understand why I used petrol the last time for the leak, I use petrol just to show you from where it's leaking. It's normal to have a rate of leak. Otherwise, if it was completely sealed, alright, how are you gonna spin inside? How are you gonna turn? I mean, you're gonna apply pressure from one side, you're gonna apply pressure from the other side, and then you're gonna equalize the pressure, and then you're not gonna have from anywhere to escape. Again, there is a rate of leak also from the rings, front, from the reading wheel. Where are the three rings? And it's normal, it's being calculated. Now, with the time, with the years, you have more leak. So it's escaping the oil pressure from there. If you're more precise here, and you are the same as it was brand new, or even a little bit better, it's welcome. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna work excellent. Like what you saw on the test that I did. That's one thing. So, what I have seen on a Golf, Volkswagen Audi, on a BMW, on a Mercedes, as soon as you start the car and it's raising up the oil pressure, it's unlocking the cam adjuster. You never see, at least me, I never see a flat line on the camshaft adjusters when you're under load or when you're cruising. I never saw, let us say, to be at 0 degrees, let us say, or full advance the intake or full retard the exhaust in any event. And when you see the map, what is following from the tune, I never saw that. I'm sorry, I see that it depends the load, it depends the how much you apply throttle, let us say. Yes, it depends the load and the RPMs. There is also more things. There is also like the oil temperature, there are so many things. Because as much as you are going with the oil temperature, then it's reducing the ignition timing, it's playing also with the camshafts, but that's a different story. Don't put 1 million variables. I never saw, let us say, under full throttle, or when you're cruising, a flat line on the cam adjuster. Always make corrections. And always, there are two solenoids, obviously, one for the intake, one for the exhaust, But if you watch the solenoid, it's similar, not similar, it's the same like this, just only it's electrical, pure electrical. This one's mechanical, that you have the actuator, like I said. So imagine, let us say, that when it's fully open, it's passing the oil from one path. When it's fully closed, full inside, pressed in, it's opening from the other side. When it's somewhere in the middle, it's adjusting from both sides. This is what's happening also on the M156. That means you can have oil pressure here, and it makes these adjustments all the time. It's getting feedback from the reading wheel. 1 second, let me bring one. So the ECU, to understand where it's located, the camshaft, you can get the location from this, because this is attached direct on the inner part of the cam adjuster. That means the reading wheel here front, it spins together. It does spin with the housing outside, it spins with the housing, but whatever difference it will gonna give to the camshaft, you're gonna read it from the ECU, from this plate. Okay, so it's always active, for me at least, for my eyes. I might be wrong, but that's what I have seen up to now. Okay, just to be clear. What can I say? Then on the M157 again, you have the other reading wheel, that it's, 1 second, let me show you. You have this one here. That again, the ECU is reading where is the camshaft, and it's advancing. It depends if it's intake or exhaust, retarding accordingly. Once again, if the product is okay, it's welcome. I have mentioned this 1 million times. Nothing against anybody. I'm not gonna say, you know what, this product is better or this product is worse. It's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the case. The thing is that you have parts in the market that's not costing a fortune, because now you can get, let us say, C63 a little bit tired in affordable price, alright? But when it comes to time on a cam adjuster or a camshafts, you have to sell the car to buy cam adjusters or camshafts. Example. That was one example, alright? But nowadays there are some gentlemen, and I'm happy for both of them, 2, 3, 4 people, whoever's making these cam adjuster plates or whatever, that they're getting in trouble and they're doing what they're doing. I respect both of them, like I said. I'm not gonna force anybody to buy, let us say, I was clear with that, I believe. I'm not gonna say, no, get this company or get this company. This is up to the customer. He has a choice, let us say, either to get, example, to get one used cam adjuster, or to get a brand new cam adjuster, or to get the plates, let us say, from that company, or the plates from that company. So it's purely up to the owner, up to the customer, what he'll gonna decide to do. Me, I'm not pointing at anybody. The last thing what I want to hear from anyone is to tell me, Tassos, he's advertising products. No, it's not the point. I'm not advertising anything. I'm not making money. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm not a salesman. I'm trying to be a mechanic, as much as possible professional. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? So I hope that I cover you. Again, it's, you have products in the market that you can use, that it looks like that has a good quality, and it looks like that they don't fail. There is another one factor, let us say, who's repairing it. That means if you open it and you see, you have seen in the past that there are some cam adjusters that are completely gone inside. They have so much scoring because the customer, he was not changing the oil, because there was a problem inside, because there was a dirt in the oil or whatever. So there was some cam adjusters before that the inner parts, they fail. There was have so much scoring, let us say, on the side, and it's not make any sense to put the plates. Now, if the mechanic who's gonna repair the cam adjuster, he doesn't align properly the plate here, he doesn't torque down properly the bolts, let us say in the star pattern, or he doesn't know the torque specs. If he see that has so much wear inside and he proceed to close to put the new plates, this, you're not gonna say, you know what, the plates has a problem. It's not the case. If you have a healthy item and you have only wear, let us say, in one plate, that's okay. But if you have a wear in all of the cam adjuster, you scrap the cam adjuster, you find one used one or a new one, and you put it in and finish the story. It makes sense, right? So you have to be a little bit careful about that. It's easy to blame somebody, but you have to see why it failed, what's the problem. get some measurements, make some tests. The tests and the measurements is to prevent these kind of problems. Imagine, let us say, for me, to just change the plates, just washing a little bit the cam adjuster, change the plates, and just installing on the car, alright? And then I'm gonna have problems. And then I have to troubleshoot, and I have to spend, let us say, 1 day to find out why. Because I'm gonna be relaxed since I said, you know what, yeah, I changed the plates, so since I changed the plates, the cam adjuster is new. It's not the case. If the inner parts of the cam adjuster has a wear, it's not new. You put a new plate on a worn cam adjuster, example. Again, I'm not saying to anybody what to do, or for some people, let us say, the test what I'm running, it might be wrong. Since, for me, it's helpful, since it didn't fail to me at least, I didn't see any problem, up to now at least. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna find something that I miss it, alright? We are humans at the end of the day. Since with the way how I'm checking it, it didn't fail, I mean, I see that always I have the same readings, it's working excellent, I don't have any sound, it's passing the adaptation, everybody happy, there are cars out there, I don't even know how many cars running on a repair cam adjusters, either with a new bottom plate or sometimes older. Before I was just flipping the pin and I was giving some tension on the spring, again within a limits on the pressure, you cannot give so much tension on the spring, let us say, okay? I'm happy. I'm not saying how to do it. Again, do whatever you want. Run your own test. Do whatever you like. Warm up, let us say, bucket with oil, then put an oil pump, scavenging pump, let us say oil pump or whatever, and supply with the oil to see exactly what's happening. That's what I have to say. Thank you very much. Anything else? Something more, something less? No, let me take care about the parts because I have to continue with the intake manifold. Yeah, this brand new M156 intake manifold. That's it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.